Hey everyone, welcome back to the shop. We're gonna do just a fun one right now. We had the Urus in here earlier. It's gone back. We have a very happy customer. Lance is content with the repaint on it. So tonight, since we're gonna do some shop cleanup and get the bay cleaned again and looking halfway nice, we're gonna bring in Brian's car quick and we're gonna put it on the scales and just to see how far off and all of that stuff. This is just for fun. We're not like trying to race it or anything else. This is just silly. So um, waiting for Brian to start his car and then we'll crack the garage door and bring the thing in and we'll have some fun. Hopefully it's funny for you guys too. And if you're a Mazda Protege fan, you get to see a seriously beat up Mazda Protege shit box. It'll be pretty interesting. So is he driving or not? I thought he was driving in here. Maybe it doesn't start. There he goes. All right, hang on. All right, here we go. Hold on. No, Brian. Not even close to center. You need to go that way about a foot. So back up. Oh my God. It's so loud. Okay, slow. Slow. Kill it. Put it in neutral. Oh. Dude, you have an exhaust leak. Wow. It is?
It dumps out right in front of the passenger rear tire, and it's a 3-inch exhaust all the way from the manifold back.
I'm gonna bring you guys back here so you can get a better view at this.
It doesn't have a resonator. That's all it has. It has a 3-foot.
Are you sure?
It has a 3-foot by 3-inch resonator.
Doesn't sound like it.
You can take a look. It's a hack fab resonator.
All right, hang on. Nope, we're gonna put the other pad on there.
You're gonna raise them up. You're getting fancy. You can pretty much just swing under the car wherever you start.
Until it falls off the lift into my wall, we'll find a spot for it.
I normally just kick them under and.
It only takes a second. We gotta
Exhaust is rubbed through finally.
roll back here.
Shoot.
We gotta come way back.
That's okay. We'll just cut it back to where it's there is no round section. Well, we'll just put it back to where it's not burnt through. We'll round it up as best as we can. We'll finish the NASCAR pipe.
The NASCAR pipe. Isn't that reassuring?
Yeah.
All right.
It's got to stop at the backside of this torque box.
All right, I'm gonna bump up the lift. Heads up. This thing's got a ton of clearance.
I think they're still on the winner.
We can come back just a touch. What do you mean by that?
This fuel smells different.
Oh.
Although maybe it's just because the car smells. Earlier, I was like, you ever run a go-kart indoors for an hour straight?
No.
Okay, well,
Why would you do that?
because you do enduros. You've never.
Oh, you meant in like in a big warehouse. I thought you were talking about in a small enclosed space like this.
No.
Like, no. Where?
Torque box. Yeah.
No, Brian, go from the pinch weld.
No. Well, the rocker panels are pretty much non-existent. This guy.
It'll be fine. All right, we're going up.
Sure. Crunchy.
Let me see this guy.
Here comes the bag of Doritos, folks. Are you spinning them up some? 30 years not spin up.
They don't spin up. Yeah, they're flat.
I like the water today.
Yeah, I can use.
Spin so much time trying to do.
But you have to level the shit out with the car and everything else. Yeah, it's a mess. So. Let's just
drag a couple things out.
Okay. While you do that, I'm going to sweep this up. When you have a shop, this is what you do most of the time. You're cleaning it. It's awesome to work on cars all the time, but the majority of your time is spent cleaning.
Because I got to the shop after painting the Lambo parts, and I went to go do the wheel bearings on this. I was like, I can't even do the wheel bearings on the shop. So
Yeah.
it's orderly with paint and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I have to reconfigure my building every time. I need a place to paint it. Just getting out any abstract weight that's not normally in the car.
Oh,
true weight.
yeah, yeah. Gravity took care of that for us. Ow. So we have the scales here, and we're going to take the scales out, and we're actually going to. Yeah, where's the other one?
Right here.
Oh, yeah, leave that one there. That one actually goes in my truck.
There's one in the Jeep.
I might have taken it out.
These doors that start rust. I just put them on 2 years ago.
Yeah. It was snowing and 20-mile-an-hour winds earlier.
Those doors come off my parts car. Rust-free doors. I knew I should have sprayed that 3M cap when I first put them on, but I was just trying to get the car back on the road because it was when the car got hit by that Gigantor work truck. Roundabout because you try to exit that from the outside of the lane.
That's what happens in roundabouts. All right, front left, front right. Front right. Ugh. For those who don't know, these are what the scales look like. They're pretty straightforward, and they have a plug and they have a designation on them. This one is RR, which is rear right. And there's a specific color. See, this has the white on it. So the white plug goes in here. They only go in one way.
Okay, so we're taking guesses at least.
We can do that.
20.
I'm.
I think back in the day, full stereo system, 2 spare tires, and 4 jacks.
Yeah, because most rallycross cars have a wicked stereo in it.
Right. So that's gone.
I mean, all the rallycrosses I've been to.
This car has no stereo.
I am going to say.
Actually, interesting factoid: the speakers in the rear package tray that are hooked to absolute nothing are Infinity Kappa Perfect 60.7s. They're worth more than this entire car. Those are $100.
You guys want to see something awesome? Watch this.
Yeah.
Okay. AC. On. AC. Off.
You can also do vent to the
Yeah.
rear if you want.
Yeah. I forgot you have the automatic seatbelts in here too. You have the automatic seatbelts in here too.
Yeah, I had this side disconnected.
This is red. This one is blue. It's got to come all the way back here. All right, so we're still guessing weight. I want to see the car when you have all of your junk out of it, and then I'll guess the weight.
My 2 pounds out of the door. Tire pressure gauge does stay.
What was the original curb weight on this car? Do you know?
24 something, 25 something.
Okay, let's say 2,500.
I've taken a lot of stuff out of it. We're not talking a small amount of stuff. For a used vehicle, the amount of stuff that I've taken out of it probably 10%.
I believe you. Jump up over that guy. Cool. Oh, wait. Hang on, I grabbed the wrong one. Oh no.
I have some theories that certain minerals are not as rare as there's false market inflation. And I have this theory that you can utilize macro mining to reclaim really sad rare earth minerals at quite an easy rate if you're able to just identify the stone by color with the eye. That's one thing, it's kind of hard to do. Like, sensors and stuff work good, but
Well, I think about that AVE video where he's camping with the family and they stop just outside of Kelowna.
you see some streaks on the side of the hill.
And he knows that there's uranium there, and he goes and gets a Geiger counter, and he's like, "Hey, there's uranium."
Yeah.
You're like, "Holy crap! How the hell did he see that?" He just saw it as he was driving past.
And I actually emailed him samples, like photos and samples, and he's told me like either that's got some gold in it,
or don't bother. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it was funny because the first photos that I sent him, because you just got a beach full of sandstone. I was like, it's supposed to be 4 photos. And you got gold there, bro.
Right.
That might be the only.
Scales are totally zeroed. What are we guessing on the weight? This was originally about 2,500 pounds. I am going to go. I want to look and see. The car is very emptied out. We still have 2 seats from an STI. The carpet is gone. We have a WeatherTech floor mat, Rear seats, rear carpet is gone. Rear back deck is there with a couple of speakers in it. What do you have in the trunk?
Just one spare tire on a 15-inch wheel.
Okay.
K-Warn wheel.
I am going to say this car weighs. I'm going to say.
All right. The factory weight.
Yeah, curb weight.
The GVWR.
No, that's That's gross volume weight rating. That's not what number we're looking for. Curb weight. Yeah, that's all right. I'm going to say 23.
I can tell you
I'm going to say 2350.
All right, I'm thinking 2280.
All right, so we'll just put it up on the board.
It's got an aftermarket transmission cooler. Transmission has a billet sprag converter, a wall-up converter, billet, for the 245.
We'll see. What did you say, Brian? 2280?
I think this brush guard is called
And the light. Mud
This
flaps.
is like 7 or 8
Vents.
pounds. This is a couple pounds. Those are 3
Oh, is
or
this
4 pounds.
perforated metal? Oh, it's fucking steel.
That's
Okay.
1/8-inch perforated powder
Jesus.
coated aluminum for
My-
doing sport parts. This is
That's-
actually ordered for a business.
That's aluminum?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Powder coated aluminum. That lasts longer than the entire vehicle.
All
I
right.
made that in my shop on my metal brake. And so it's actually fit like to have a space to put your hand in.
Okay.
And it bolts in with self-tappers. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, okay.
Now, here are important things to note about the weight of this vehicle.
Never get an Optima battery, but otherwise.
That Optima battery, sir,
I was one of the
has a
originals.
17 sticker.
That's pre-moving.
Yeah. We got factory weight reduction.
Okay.
This side had factory weight reduction, so this entire strut tower to here is an 8-inch plate of steel, including the frame rail out to here and the inner wheel.
I remember you had to do that. Okay.
Yeah. So that corner has factory weight reduction in the form of the entire bottom half of the frame rail from subframe back. Bottom.
This whole thing, this thing should just
So
go away.
I'm guessing it's weighted very heavily towards this corner where the automatic transmission and driver sit.
Yeah.
So we should do a weight without me in it.
Yeah,
And
well,
we should do a weight with me in it to see how atrocious the corner balance is.
how much gas is in it?
Probably right around 3/8, half of a tank. I never put more than that in it. It does not like to have a full tank of gas or it catches fire.
Oh my God. This thing can just go away.
It's just a touch over a quarter. So
Okay.
that is 4 gallons.
All right. We have power on there.
Yeah.
We'll see if anyone is piping up here. Nope. All right. So,
Also has, the wheels are Focal. They're 16-inch. They're cast aluminum. They have snow tires on them. There's Bozaks in the rear.
Bozaks will be a little bit heavier.
WS90s in the rear and Nokia.
Let's not forget, this is the LX model.
No, this is crossbreed. That fender's an
Whoa,
LX,
whoa, whoa,
that
whoa, whoa.
fender- This fender here
Parking brake.
is an LX. It's just gotta go park. Parking brake cables are seized from fire.
Put it in park.
So until we
I forgot that this
switch
was
to the
on
other
fire.
chassis or switch to the other stuff.
All right.
This is the only automatic that you can't drive automatically or turn itself up. Not the only one, but probably the only one.
All right. We are officially off the lift. And our weight. Oh,
2359.
2359.
Dang.
Wow.
And I told you a long time ago the old weight was 2350.
Did you? I honestly don't remember that.
Yeah, because that was with a full stereo system, 2 spares.
Wait, I won.
Yeah, you won. Yeah, I was guessing it was closer to 2280 now, but that weight that I had was from a long time ago. It was on 14-inch wheels then. It didn't have the roof vents, the light bar, or the aluminum grill, or the STIC, or the LMP races. The LMPC actually took weight out of the car. The STIC added weight to the car.
I was within 10 pounds, within
Yeah.
9 pounds. Not bad.
Freaking good, dude. So here's the real question. Which
Now-
car was heaviest? I think it's the driver's front.
Yes.
Yeah, 766 pounds. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then if I get in it,
I don't think 80 pounds is going to make a huge difference, but okay.
actually, no, I don't. I would like to put on a few pounds.
We're 830. Nope. 822. 822 and 770. So I don't remember how to go to corner mode. 512 and 410. Yeah.
So back a few years ago, before my body got a hernia, wasn't able the three of us picked up this car by the back end until the front bumper was touching the ground.
So front to rear, you're 64.1 to 35.9.
Oh, God. That is bad. We need to put some rear brake bias.
Left to right, you're 51 to 48. You're basically 51 to 49. Left to right.
Really?
Pretty even left to right until you get in the car, and then it's heavy left.
Yeah. So I'll move the battery to the right rear passenger
And
floorboard this week.
corner bounce, not even close.
Grab a photo of this.
Yeah, we can go through. We can go
Is
through.
my phone dying today? Is it that thing where I fall asleep downstairs and don't plug my phone in?
All right, I can go through all of these, and you can. Then you can go through and.
Yeah, this thing's gonna go.
So here's your total again.
I don't know how much.
Oh wait,
longer
hang
we're
on.
able to get it.
It's in kilos. Okay, so just change to kilos again. So there's front to rear.
Oh, that's in kilos.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. There you go. I was looking at the percentage. And that's also in kilos again. So now I go back to pounds. That's left to right. We're still left to right, correct? There we go. And change it back to pounds. There you go. And there's, I think that's the last one, which I think was the first one we shot, but. Yeah. And then we're back at kilos and back at pounds. So, 2357. I was actually closer. So I guess 2350. So there we go. We have all the corner weights on the car. Now you know how to dial up the OEM shocks, the OEM struts.
Yeah. Well, actually, another. Actually, I think all they're all Monroe.
Oh, you're gonna have to power
Whatever
this.
the best Monroe you can buy is.
Power that off. Start.
They're all clapped out though. They've all been driven through the fields, the soybean and corn fields so many times.
That's so surprising.
Across the creek bed so many times that it I tell you what though, this is the most absolute fun car you can get for under $500. This car was free. It was going to go to the crusher. When you find them for sale, they're typically under $1,000.
Just pull. Yep.
BNC. No, it's not. It's a BN4. Wow, I haven't seen a Mini 4 plug-in forever. Yeah, they use the same engine as Miata.
Yep.
So you can put, well,
Basically the same engine as a
Then you
Miata.
get basically the same engine, but if you get the LX, they use
BP?
the
O2?
BP05.
Okay.
So then you can get Miata cams and
There's a
intake
speaker
and
on
stuff
this?
like that. Or you can get the GTX or GTR intake for that engine. Just have the 323 or one of these. It's got the BP05, LX, or GT,
So
yeah, the right rear frame rail is really something. Actually, haven't looked underneath this car on the list. It's in here, so I guess it's on here. We'll just do a quick what have I been missing?
just so you folks know, this is going to be disgusting. This is going to be really gross.
We should roll with camera.
Yeah, we can.
You have to roll
Oh my God.
camera.
Wow.
Dude, that thing got a hit. That thing got a serious hit.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I had my brother in the car. I was only going 7/10. By 7/10, I mean I was only doing about 70 or 80 miles an hour on a road. I normally do 100 miles an hour on by myself. He weighs about 180 pounds, and we bottomed out, and we hit the skid plate. Now, this was a hole that was pre-existing in the
That was
subframe,
straight.
and I just tacked the nut in there so that it wouldn't damage the subframe if this happened. So now all I have to do,
Why is there cold air coming out of this?
dude, it is a freaking ice block.
It's so weird. It's cold air is
Yo,
actually
check
like
this out.
falling out of the car.
When we bottomed the car out, we hit the exhaust. We smacked
Why
the
is your
V-band.
exhaust so far down?
Because this is off and doesn't stay on because it doesn't have a knot on the end. I got to cut all this off and redo it. I'm going to save this bend. I'm going to cut it right here. I'm going to cut this section out. I'm going to put a new clean piece
Because
in
this
here.
is getting absolutely hammered here.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be right here. It's normally right here, but this hanger was garbage. Then I fixed it, but I didn't put a bend on the end, so it slid off on a freeway. I just drug it home because I was like, why wouldn't you at this point?
Wow.
Yeah. This frame rail, surprisingly, still not bad. Not good, but it's not terrible. This frame rail, on the other hand.
Oh my God. Dude, there's nothing there.
There is nothing there now. Oh, it's gotten worse. I knew it would have, but I didn't think it would have that.
Try and get those off.
Hey, folks, there's good news though. It can only go so far. There's a wall right there.
That's part of the
And the pieces
subframe.
that I put in are stainless. So if it gets
God.
hit in the rear on this corner, we're screwed.
There's new
But-
bushings up front. Well, there's new bushings on this side, not on this side.
So what this is that bushing's toast.
Oh.
That bushing was also toast, but it was broken during the accident, and this one wasn't bad.
You have a spare
At the
exhaust
time.
hanger here. Why don't you put it back there?
It's actually supposed to have a hanger off of here.
Yeah, but
And I
since
just-
this guy's set, why don't you use him back here?
Well, it's supposed to have one here in case the V-band ever gets broken so that this doesn't fall down on the skid plate. Because when the skid plate's up,
Yeah, but
I know.
mhm.
But I also got to take the skid plate off and put a bend in him.
My
because he
God, can you guys see this?
Contacts the oil pan right here. Oil pan gasket needs resealed. And by oil pan gasket, I mean it needs re-RTV.
Wow. It's so weird to have cold air like falling out of it.
I know. It is really weird. It's literally like block eye. Like it doesn't. Oh, let's check out the caliper situation over here. Dude, it freaking sealed back up. Hey, little
I
buddy,
don't
you're
have any
not bad.
leaks.
We could
No
bleed the
leaks.
brakes.
This
real
guy's
quick.
coming apart. All right, I'm gonna.
I don't trust it.
All right, I'm gonna grab a light and I'm gonna take you guys underneath this car just so you can see what's going on.
Oh, the dim's fine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well,
Thank
here,
God,
let me hold
dude.
this. Yeah. Oh, he's nice and tight. Okay.
Thank God. I thought so. A couple days ago, I put new wheel bearings in it. It was a little.
You have a leak.
Dude, it's the
where?
it's the cam seal,
Okay.
the
Yep.
distributor seal.
Yep. I see it up there.
I have a new one. I'm gonna take the pan off. First, I'm gonna kerosene everything.
Did you weld this
What?
right here by the brake line?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's a giant piece of plate welded in.
It's like sandwich plate that's been rewelded.
Yeah. I didn't have a choice. It was that or nothing.
God. All right.
And it needed it.
I'm gonna bring you guys.
All land and strut tower, so it's there.
I'm gonna give you guys this treat. This is gonna be a one-time deal. So.
Yeah.
Wow. Hang on.
Where'd that screw?
The what?
I can't say the normal.
That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the. There it is. This guy.
I had the violence light earlier when we were doing.
Well, I'm just gonna tilt this up a little bit so that we get a better angle on all of the awesome that's happening underneath this car. Wow. So we're just going to go kind of straight front to back. And yeah. Oh, yeah.
Go like that. So that it's
yeah, there we go.
magneted onto there.
Look at this. Oh, that's so loud.
You might notice this is a hack fab exhaust. Like they branded it. Branded with the TIG welder.
So
By they, I mean me and my drunk brother.
We're going to spin around. We're going to come back the other way on the car. I don't want you guys to miss any angle on this. Look at this treasure trove. Wow. Wow. All right.
There's so many things in this
Why
car
won't
that are
these
worth more than the entire car.
wheels won't? A lot of gravel on here, mainly from Road Atlanta. So there we go.
Oh man, these cables are so cool. Look at these freaking parking brakes. Oh man, the fire.
Bring you guys back. Oh, over here. I don't want to.
Yeah.
The laptop keeps wiggling.
Critical note: the exhaust is zip tied up.
Yeah.
Another critical note would be that the car was on fire, what, 6 months ago?
Look at this.
And I actually had planned for it to catch on fire. What I mean by that is I knew that there was a likelihood it was going to happen soon, so I went ahead and took the gas tank out of my parts car. These need HDPE put up over them. We're going to go to Menards tomorrow with your truck, if you don't mind, and we're going to get a big sheet of HDPE and cut a piece to go right over top of this. Needs new fuel lines and brake lines. I have the brake lines. I don't have the fuel lines. Need to make the fuel lines. But this car will clean up. I mean, I've restored way worse cars than this.
God. No, it won't. Dude, you're missing gigantic chunks of frame.
That's nothing.
Up front, in the back, in this back corner. Big chunks of frame up here.
No, I've repaired
Done.
cars that had like
I'm sure
entire
you have
rocker
repaired.
panels on.
But
Also, keep in mind, I do have an entire other shell. I can just move this fin tag to.
But that doesn't.
That fixes all the problems.
Is
That
the
one
other
just has-
shell like rust free from Arizona?
It's rust free mostly from Tennessee. It has some of the same seam rot that all of them are going to have. unless
Then
you do
you're
it from
done.
Utah.
Sell them both as a package.
You
Let
gotta
someone
find-
else do
I
it.
need to find one. And then just keep all the pieces parts from this one. Oh, that right there is the movement I've been feeling. Yeah, it's just a mud flap. Look, this one's good and solid, and it's been ripped off a bunch of times from backing over it. And fun factoid, if you back over the mud flap on that side, it will rip the bumper cover off on that side. If you back over the mud flap on this side, it's going to rip the mud flap off at this point because I secured this bumper cover with a piece of stainless steel where the rocker panel rusted out.
These guys actually roll pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm surprised. But this subframe's coming out to do the frame rail, and when it does, it's getting disc swap and big old hydro handbrake. And
this.
we gotta patch this torque box right here.
This shot right here.
Yeah.
This shot and this shot.
This could be.
Jesus.
No, that's definitely a shot from hitting something. Yeah, there's a couple good ones. You can tell this car gets off-roaded and jumped all the time because like all the leading edges of everything are polished.
Yeah.
And during the summer when the field grass
And
is
cold
really
air is
high,
still falling out of this.
yeah,
Weird. It's a very, very weird thing.
yeah, yeah. Right, dude. Stand right here.
Do you have a heater in this?
Yeah. It doesn't work very well. The car takes forever to get warm inside. No
Well,
headliner.
yeah, you have all the
No
plugs
carpet.
open in it too.
Yeah, all the plugs are out because
This
if you're
is
on
the
a super
parking
long
brake
road trip,
cable.
You gotta go to the bathroom. And the tank is full. Water tank. The only thing that you need empty just
Okay.
came through the floor.
You need to get the parking brake cable out of the other car.
No, because it's for a disc car. So if that happens, the whole rear subframe is coming out.
Oh
of
my
that car
God. All right.
with the trailing arms because it's really easy. I've actually this trailing arm is from the parts car, so it stays in here, but it's bushing. I didn't realize
This is all gone. This
it's
whole
bushing, it's
subframe is all gone
Yeah,
in the
but it'll
back
take
on
me, like-
both sides.
It'll take
Well,
me
no,
like 2
on
or
that
3
side.
hours to make a new frame rail section for that, and it'll take me like 8 hours to make a new piece for this. Actually, I don't even need to
Go
make
get a new car. Go get a new car.
Yeah, I need to find a new car in Utah or Texas or somewhere warm.
Not the
without
same car,
salt.
just a new car.
No, I have other cars. I have a newer car. I need to go put plates on it. It already has insurance.
Oh,
I've been
sorry.
on insurance for months because I still drive it to test drive it as I work on
It's
it.
amazing, like the brake lines have not corroded through.
Yeah, I don't
And you
understand
still have rubber
that.
lines on here in a
Yeah.
race? It's-
Oh, whoa, you just found something fatal.
Oh, yeah, where's
Why
your
is that
clip?
gone?
I got a spare clip in the drawer if you want one.
Fuck, that clip was not gone like 6 weeks ago. Actually, that clip wasn't gone. That clip may have been gone for a while. Actually, I might just be seeing myself here. But that clip could have been gone for years.
I got a
If I'm
spare.
honest, because I just clipped this back in. But yeah, harmonic dampener's still good. It hasn't broken yet, so that's cool. You know what's funny? This thing has-
$150 part. Okay.
Yeah, it's like $188 or something like that. My cost. I wasn't offended. It's a 30-year-old part, and you can still get it. I was thrilled. They could have told me it was $300. I'd be like, friggin' take my money. I don't want my crank to come apart.
Why can't you put the hook into this?
Well, I could if we bend it out, but then we need to bend the end of it somehow.
No, you
Take
don't.
it off and torch it, and then bend the end of it so it doesn't fall off anymore. Because
No.
what happens is when this is on here, this is actually pulled back like that, and it slides right off. When you turn, it slides off. Or when the motor mounts are broken, which the bottom, this rear trans mount, look at this trans mount.
No,
I have new ones. I just haven't put them in. I should have brought them with
no,
me.
it's super easy.
But I
This
didn't think
goes
we'd be putting
on
this
and it
thing in
goes
there.
over to this side.
No,
Yeah.
it won't stay. I've tried. It comes off.
Okay.
And also, this is just haggard at this point, and I don't even want it on my car. I'm going to cut it off back here, cut right before the bend, save the bend, put in a nice new clean straight section.
This is terrifying under here.
Also, this bend really needs to be cut out and flipped because
Yeah.
then this can be brought
You
up.
have, I'm looking at the limo exhaust and we're trying to get half an inch extra out of it. And you've got 5 inches right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, but not right there. So.
Well,
And
still,
also,
you
look at the
rotate
little
this.
clearance. Oh, you like my torque converter bolt access hole?
Oh my God.
You know what that's about?
Why?
That's about having the engine resealed on a stand in my garage
little
for 3 months.
dime-sized
before I had
hole.
the time to put the engine in.
And then when I had the time to put the engine in, I was thinking about it. Right when I go to bolt torque converter up, I'm like, hey, there's no torque converter access holes.
Is this your hood release?
Yeah. You like that?
Sure.
It's a
not any different than a limo.
You guys can't probably see, but it says pull to start. It is the pull start cable from a lawnmower. That works. That was actually my father's doing. We got this car from Florida with 48,000 miles on it, and it was a pristine car.
Past tense.
20 years ago.
Lots of past
exactly
tense.
20 years ago. And he asked me, he's like, hey, I got a chance to buy this car. I think it's like 4,500 bucks. You think I should do it? And I was absolutely, you're never going to find another car that clean with that low of miles for any less than $5,000.
It's an automatic, though. I mean, if it was
it is
an
automatic, but he was using it to drive from Alexandria, which is Granville, to Dublin every day.
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
he racked up 100,000 miles on it in like
I wouldn't get
7 or 8 years. And he's a big guy.
Let's sell this thing.
He's our height, but he's 260, 275 pounds.
I know you love the shit boxes, but dude, this one's all done.
This one's been done for a long time. That's why I got it for free. I know. I can't do it. It's because
it's really hard to sell a car. It is.
It's not even sell.
When you're into cars,
it can't be sold to anybody.
Because
the disclaimer sheet to sell this vehicle would be the size of a Harry Potter novel.
Why?
Okay. EPA compliance, liability of fatality, liability of fire, liability of structure fire if you park it in your garage.
Then take it.
You park it in a parking lot that spreads rust to every vehicle within a quarter-mile radius.
Then take it to the scrapyard and get you $250, and
I would rather
use it as a 1-month payment on a new Altima.
No.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
I hate these songs.
It's so bad.
I've seen myself before I do a frickin' Altima. Dude, this bolt right here on the skid plate was starting to back out, but won't come out. That's encouraging.
I can tell you those threads are happy.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Tell you what, all I can tell you.
Just get rid of this
thing.
thing.
I can tell you, I'm happy. My custom
Dude, sell it as is, and then all your liabilities done.
1-inch aluminum riser is still there.
Your spacers, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we could just bend this back, disconnect the battery, and MIG it back in place. It doesn't have to be TIG welded. That rust didn't seem to like the TIG weld anyway. Although, okay, so a lot of people tell you you can't TIG weld rusty metal, but that's just a lie. You can TIG weld any metal.
Yeah,
that's what it takes.
It's just not a clean weld. You can, you can't really get a nut in it, and you can't do anything from the backside. All right.
No, welding a nut, just tacking a nut on the outside is the way anyway, because this subframe gets so brushed up with brush during the summer, the paint doesn't stay on it, and it gets gravel rash.
What's making the noise when you drive? That is?
Maybe. I doubt it. It might be the...
You got to move around a lot for that. Something is making an insane amount of noise.
What do you mean?
Like vibration, yeah.
Oh, that's probably the skid plate. Because the engine.
Well, do you want to tack it up while it's here?
Nah, because it hits the. I still got to change the engine mounts.
And you have to do the cutout here.
The trans mounts. And what it needs a bend put in it. And then it needs
how about this? Take the skid plate out.
Riser blocks made for the front.
Take the skid plate out while it's here.
It's not as easy as that.
Okay.
It is a rusty mess. See that nut right there?
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
There's a nut right here that has a bolt in it. It broke off. And that's because the last time I tried to take the skid plate off, the bolt had already rusted in the backside from like 2 months of being on the car. My very first experience with this car was, man, as a preventative measure, I ought to do the timing belt and water pump and head gasket.
We're done under here?
Yep. And
this is so terrifying.
I went to go drop the subframe.
I'd never seen underneath this thing before, so seeing underneath, I was wary about it before. I was like, that thing's probably going to come apart in some corner. Now I know it will.
So here's the thing. You guys were all freaking out about the MR2 at Lemons. And I thought the MR2 at Lemons when we first got there and the rain was just great. It's just, it was on slicks in the rain and there's standing water on the track. These guys are all like, it's entirely undrivable. It's unsafe.
Well, no, when I
driving it."
when I went
You
out,
weren't wrong. It was friggin' bad.
that
It
was
really
unsafe.
friggin' bad.
Well, also
But
because,
I just wanted over 100 miles an hour in the rain in it.
and I did 100 miles an hour with a ball joint coming apart and the suspension unbolting.
Yeah,
So that's why I said it was unsafe.
but
I wasn't wrong. I wasn't.
and this wheel, the axle nut for this wheel had come entirely undone.
Like floating.
But I didn't know.
Did I pull that already?
because I didn't
Yeah.
look. In my ignorance and just, I presumptively
Coming down.
checked the torque on this one because that's normally the problem. Why? It didn't have a wheel seal.
You can tell it's light because it takes forever to come down.
Yeah. So I had no wheel seal on the back of the last time I did the wheel bearing, so I didn't have it on hand. I had to do the wheel bearing in an emergency because the axle nut back on the other side interfered. And I had to drag the car from that wheel falling off the car.
Didn't you punch the notch on the other side?
No. That one has already moved. This is what I'm talking about. They moved. The axles need drilled. I was dealing with this issue a few years ago too.
Well, maybe I don't know how the punch came out of there. You got the same thing on that side?
No, this one has stayed.
Big boy up top left. Big boy digital up top left. Black one. Right there. Yep. Yeah, sorry. It's a little annoying with the seals.
Yeah, so that wheel bearing is typically been an issue. The other thing that makes that wheel an issue is that that's the wheel that has the length axle on it. So it has more stress going to it than if I take that axle that has the intermediary shift on it with also the block. Which go off this. All of the auto blocks have the same tackles with the vertical blocks and the three blocks. So there's like bolt holes galore on these E blocks, and some of them are actually the front wheel drive cars put a carrier bearing in the axle.
Oh.
So you can have equal length axle shafts. I have the axle, but it was on my other engine and transmission when I pulled out the car. Pulled out the car out the bottom and then drug it out the bottom tractor. Great haste always. Never happened. Vehicles.
I'll put it back in park in a second. I just want to get these out of the way.
We can just take it out and work.
Yeah, but you have to tighten that down, and all it's going to do is move the car. So I will put it back in park. This thing has served its life. It has done a very good job. I think the time is now to move on.
No, because the thing is, like, you can do that.
I know that's
Like,
that's awesome.
I
but
can't do that to my other vehicle.
you don't want to do that to any vehicles. It's not a good habit.
Even when I start driving my other vehicles, like this car with neon, with my flashlights, my pocket knife, keys,
Okay,
set the tools down on it.
find another one, but
We gotta find another one.
not
But
like
this one will be retired.
it's maybe something different. Oh my God. Did he move?
He didn't really move. It's just the peen is coming undone, kind of. So we'll just repeen him real good, real quick.
Sure.
And maybe it'll stay on there. I don't know. We'll red Loctite it from the outside, or give it some.
I wouldn't red Loctite that.
Green sleeve retainer.
It has a peen for a reason, and I would do that just a little more heavy duty. It's auto off.
Oh.
Yeah. I would do just grab a punch and hit that considerably harder, or chisel, and repeen it and call it done.
I don't know about chisel. I don't want to split him. Have him like.
Yeah, there you go. Or that guy. Yep. Nice long punch.
Actually, the carpal tunnel today. No good. No good. I don't know what happened. What we did. Maybe it was all the plastic clips on the Urus.
Maybe.
It's the only thing I can think of that would have like really irritated it.
What was our record in the shop? I think our record was 4 cars in the shop in one day, in and out. Which is not too bad for one lift.
We're gonna need a bigger hammer.
All right.
You gave me.
I like this hammer.
What's my last name?
This hammer's great, you guys. Harbor Freight, you hear these are like $4. I have 2 of them in the shop. They're for 90% of the stuff you do in the shop. These work great.
Big enough for back protector with.
Yeah, for putting
Hammer.
yeah.
I need like the 3-pound dead blow hammer, probably. Not even exaggerating.
Are you serious? You want a sledge?
A dead blow, if you have it. I used my snap.
I don't have. I only have plastic dead blows. 2-pounder.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
I was using the Snap-on 3-pound dead blow, and it was like barely touching this nut. The wall thickness on this nut is barely touching.
Okay.
Why no bean? I might. I have a spare shop.
It's easier to do without the wheel on there, but you should be able to get the angle on it.
I can do it like no problem with the wheel on here. Just the actual nut itself.
Is not happy.
Well, also this axle, I don't like this axle stub. The axle stub, the cut.
The cut for the
side is much sharper and deeper, and this one is
more concave,
out farther, not as depth.
and a little too smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that it'll go anywhere. Not really trying to find out, but I did go 130 something on it today, so.
You were in Mexico earlier? That's cool.
So.
We're done with these razor blades, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Way past 8th grade.
Ah, I see what you did there. Hashtag emo. All right, well, you do that. I'm going to go to the bathroom quick. I'm not going to do it on camera. Why? Oh, using a big-ass hammer and a little tiny chisel?
Dude, it's got rust behind the windshield.
It has rust on the rust.
Well, that does have rust on the rust. Also, yeah, it's not. I do love the thing though. There's something about being able to just absolutely annihilate a car every day. Fun time, merry-go-round. Let's just check the oil. I can pretty much tell you where it's going to be. I just wonder what color it is. It's going to be perfectly full. It'll be perfectly full right at the mark. Because it doesn't use any and it doesn't lose any, even though it's got the seepage going on with the oil pan, distributor seal. It's dark. I haven't checked the oil and I started working on the Urus 3 weeks ago. About 5 weeks. Haven't checked the oil in this car in 5 weeks. Changed oil in it. For Christmas. So like 4 months ago. Cool. Kind of started to smell like gas. It really doesn't have any more. It is time to change it. So it's starting to get black, which almost never happens. I didn't track the mileage this time. Normally just change it so it's a little color to it. I don't know. I would honestly see any problem with this oil. It's a little bit dirty, but keep running it for another few weeks. They'll reseal the engine. Really bad engine bay needs washed. Also, I was doing construction work for a while for the family business. This thing was going on job sites every day where I was driving it through mud holes that people's trucks were getting stuck in because they had crappy radial tires, and I run snow tires all year round with big agro tread. And so it had mud everywhere, which is honestly a big part of the reason why the rust is so bad now. Like it had rust before that was really bad, and when you have that going on, it gets how it eats stuff up or where. So, oh well, no big deal. It's an economy car, so like they did make millions of them. There are others out there, unfortunately. 90 and 93 use this front end. 94 change the hood, the headlights and the girl to make the headlights slanted. And so that was a 1 year only car. Then 95 was also a 1 year only car. This is a 93. It is an August of 93 car, I believe. My other car is a March of 93 car. And so it had smaller knuckles and ball joints, had smaller sway bars, already broken on that car, and this one's broken also, so I'm trying to really hard to find. What else? I think that's it. That car also was an LX, so some stuff was actually better. Case in point, the mirrors on this car were on the doors that are on this car. These doors came from my parts car. It had power mirrors, power windows, centralized locks. Plug it in, didn't even add a fuse or nothing, no relays, anything. Moved the doors from the parts car to this car, plugged them in, pushed the button, and the mirror switch in the dash, plugged it in, plug was already there. Plug all the stuff in, didn't have to add a single fuse or relay, push the buttons and all. So that was a cool upgrade that came out of this corner getting smacked by some Jim Bob work truck. That was super cool. Let me borrow his truck to go to Kentucky, 7 hours, one lane to go purchase an identical car, the same year, same color, but again, March production date, So I got this hood and fender and headlamp and turn marker from that car, and then doors, because my doors were really rusty. And these doors, like I mentioned earlier, they were mint condition. So before they get super bad, basically, this car needs to come off the road. I got to get driving one of my other vehicles, and this one can either undergo like just kind of a patchwork job and keep it alive for the sake of posterity treatment, or we'll find another identical one. It's got to be post May of '93. Hopefully the same color, because we like this color. We already got lots of parts this color. And then we can take this one off the road. We might, when we take it off the road, maybe we'll take all the fenders and the doors off of it, and trunk lid, bumper covers, and we go like hoon it around and see how long before it breaks in half. Because it's missing the rocker panels and stuff. But
Cool.
yeah.
Berg is having a very tough time with a tie rod end. Yeah. The car's literally almost done. It runs, starts, drives great, everything. But he's got a tie rod end that will not come loose. It's been full Ohio'd. It has never been off. He's out of map gas. We got all pins back?
Sad boy.
Hammer back? I told him it's violence at this point.
Yeah. Yep.
With the Milwaukee light. Hey everyone, thanks for hanging out and goofing off with us with the protege and all the crazy stuff underneath the car that people don't normally see. Hopefully you had a good time with that. We had a good time with it. Just this thing's. You want to talk about on its last leg? It is officially on its last leg.
It's so funny too, because like you mentioned selling it, and I know I could sell it because I had two guys come up to me at Chiefs, like
Then
Friday when I
take
was
the
coming
cash.
here, and they're like, "Hey, what kind of car is that?" They're like, "Man, that thing's so cool," because I had pulled in, and they were like getting out.
Was it at night?
It was middle of the day.
Then whatever cash they're going to offer you, grab it from their hands and give them the title.
That might be the move, dude.
I think that's the move.
One in another state. I tell you what, you help me find one in the identical color.
You want another one? Dude, get something different.
I just want one the exact same color.
You can't take the kids in this, so you need.
No, I don't need this. This is just a tool. All this car is.
Then get something that's actually a way better toolbox.
I got the Ram.
You have way better.
The Ram's good for like when I need to haul bigger stuff, but this thing's been perfect for like all tiny amounts of stuff. Actually, this has hauled ridiculously large amounts of stuff that it should not have hauled. I pulled a Mustang off of Warren 61. It's on my Instagram. I pulled a Mustang off of Warren 61 at Beach Road all the way to my shop in Alexandria.
That's a long flat toe.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, I know the car's cool and all, but I would.
It's been so good that I'm like, I would buy another one. And my thing is, it's not even particularly this car. Like, if I could find a 92 or 3 Honda Civic that was that teal that's close to this,
Yeah.
I would buy it. Also, the hatchback, because I've had great experiences with those cars. There's tons of aftermarket parts for them.
Yeah. What is that? Is that EG? EGs. Yeah.
But that's my thing. It's like, it's just an indestructible car, and that's what's going away. All the cars today are designed to the penny. They're all designed to be a producer of money company.
These were too.
They're meant for the shareholders. They're not meant for customers anymore.
By the way, this was brought to you by Rockstar.
These were to a point designed by the penny, but Mazda was not the most fiscally responsible company in the 90s, and you can prove that by looking at the year model changes, where in 94 they're like, we'll give it slanty headlights and a different hood and grill. And in 95 they're like, We'll make it an entirely different car with all new exterior sheet metal, but it'll be the same underneath, and we'll use a different engine. And oh, by the way, we're only going to make the front end of that car for 1 year also. Because
But that's not financially smart.
the retooling and
Yeah.
the redesign that they did in the 90s, none of it was fiscally responsible. They just did cool stuff. They made my favorite feature of the whole car is the quarter panel body line over the taillight is continuous. It doesn't break. It's like one of the only cars I've ever seen that on.
No, a lot of cars do that.
It's just so smooth. If you look at it from the back, it has like the perfect roll.
Acuras do that too.
It's just a cool, like simple design. And cars today
Just find one that is not completely rusted with
that's what I want. The identical car with no rust. From a
bolted in
warm
roof
state.
vents.
Well, the new roof vents won't be bolted in. And also, I'm never doing double roof vents again because I've almost rolled this car over again. This car has been rolled onto this passenger side before, and I've almost rolled it again recently, which had me considering that if the vents aren't up, then your head would strike the handle.
Yeah.
So, in the future, the next car will just have a centrally located roof vent like the 22B Subarus had from the factory.
Yeah. How about not doing a hole in the roof?
Next one's getting just as rallied out. Flats, vents, same treatment, gold wheels. The same wheels will go on it because I'll just repaint them and save them. I'll probably save.
Just do a NACA duct up there. That's same.
That would be really cool.
Just do a NACA duct that's the same profile as the roof that drops down and brings air in, and then it can split back.
Get the primitive racing kit. It's a 2-piece. It's got a tray underneath the drain tube. It's got the shove it forward style vent inside of a fiberglass duct that keeps all the rain diverted.
I just get a drop-in NACA duct.
Yeah, I don't know.
Send everything to the outside.
The whole purpose of them is really not even so much for like the cool air during the summer. It's to get the dust out of the car on gravel roads. So the volume of air really, really matters. Getting tons of air in there.
I would call this thing done, but that's me. Your limit is a little bit past mine.
Yeah, I'm a person that's like, as long as the welder still turns on and my hands still work, I'll probably live unless I replace it. Because I'll replace it. I have no problem replacing it.
The problem is that subframe's going to come apart, and it's not going to come apart when you're sitting in a parking lot.
That subframe ain't coming apart. She's welded in there with stainless steel now. She'll never come out. What I got to worry about is somebody rear-ended.
Yeah, you have no protection.
Because it's basically a Pinto at this point.
You have almost no protection up front, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Well, everyone got a good look at the Protege. And thanks, you guys, for hanging out. I appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate it. I love seeing the subscribe emails come in. Hey, you have a new subscriber. That's always cool. And if you have any questions, definitely comment below. I'll do my best, or I'll have Brian come over and put the mic on, and he can describe whatever questions you guys have. And thank you very much for watching tonight. We'll have a bunch of other cars in here throughout this week. Like I said, hopefully the limo, that's weather dependent. We'll have Brixie's Mini Cooper up here. He's doing a full race spec Mini Cooper, which is going to be really cool. We'll also have the MR6 back in here. Like I said, we're prepping for pit race next month, and we need to make sure that car's 100%. It's in really, really great shape, but we like to do all the little touches to make sure. And that's it for tonight. So don't forget to show someone that you love them. Give them a kiss on the cheek. Give them a kiss on the tip of their nose. Hold their hand. Give it a squeeze. It's really, really important for you and for them. Okay? All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night, and we will catch you. We'll catch you later this week with another cool car. Way cooler than this thing. I promise. I promise.
I got to do the things in my car that are